Oh, what do we got today? A Yukon. Big old sucker. Apparently, got some. Oh, just walked into a spider web. Get the keys out of the bag here. It has some kind of lighting issue. Oh, he left a note there on the seat. Let's see what it says. The note here says new OEM light harness. So we have a box here. Oh, okay. So it's the whole taillight harness here. Oh, it's a 2-pager. Holy smokes. And he writes, I marked the fuse in the box. The running light is the issue. Turn signals, brake light works. History has been changing fuses and good to go again. Fuse blows random once per week, sometimes lasts for months. Oh, this is going to be pretty difficult then. I don't like reading stories like this. Let's see, sometimes lasts for a month. Original light harness socket looked bad, so I put a new OEM one on, but didn't fix issue. And since doing that, now the fuse blows immediately. Whew, we can fix that. So I put original harness back on for now, so you can see what, next page, so you can see what, once you're done, you can put the new taillight harness on if it's the right part number. To see what was supposed to be. I haven't handled or touched anything except the plug end of the harness, and the truck is original. It's not been messed with like that one in your video. Hope it's an easier fix. Let me know what you find. If we can pick it up before Saturday, love always. Okay, so we know what's up. He's got a fuse that's blown. He supposedly marked it in the fuse box for us. Has a little bit of history. It wasn't blowing the fuse, and then he got back there and fiddled with it. Now it is blowing fuses. Coincidence? I don't know. Perhaps. Everything turned off here. Windows down. Pray the regulators work. Let's pull it in. That's step one. See if we can duplicate customer complaint, or at least verify. We're going to turn just some marker lights on. Nothing. No plate light. And we got that, right? Do we have no plate light? That could be a big clue. Yep, okay, so no plate light. No left marker light. What do we have up front? No left light there, and a light there. Okay. Handy dandy. So it looks like the whole left side of the vehicle plus the plate light. I'm thinking the best thing I can do for you folks, I did print some out, but the best thing I can do is we can just look at them here on the web a little bit easier. So we have our left park lamp fuse number 26 right here. This is one I'm assuming that's blowing, and it comes down to about 3 different circuits as we see here. So it comes down, goes this way, and this way. So or not right here rather. So all the brown wires coming out of this thing. A lot of numbers right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are all going to be different options, but we're just going to get kind of general consensus here. It does look like the left and right plate light there, and then it comes over here and down. Left rear side marker light, lower left tail stop and turn signal light. So we got a 1 and a 2 here. I guess we have to find out what those. Let's see what the 1s and 2s and 3s are for. So, okay, with 1-piece tailgate, without 1-piece tailgate, with rear park assist, without. Okay, so 1 is with a 1-piece tailgate. Let's see here. So left tail, and then this is left tail lamp, upper left. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 bulbs in the rear, and then it comes down here, left front, left park turn signal. So I assume both of these are on the front of the vehicle. Yeah, they go to G100, so that's going to be towards the front of the vehicle. So looks like 2 bulbs in the front, 3 in the rear, and then an LED assembly. So 1, 2, 3, plus an LED. I just want to look at the one that's functioning, just so we have an idea. And then both plate lights over here, and then 2 lights in the front. Or is it 1? Or I thought I only saw 1 in the front, but it could be because the other side has a blown bulb. So we have one there, and then, is that a reflection? Can't tell if that's 2 bulbs or if that's a reflection. But okay, so I think that one is out on the right front that functions. I think that's a reflection. I think that's just a single element. So, and then what was there in the rear? There was some kind of LED assembly. Because I'm seeing 1, 2. Looks like 1 is blown there. 3. Okay, and this is, I think, a 1-piece gate, they call it. Okay, and then 2 plate lights. Okay, I just kind of wanted to get an idea of what's going on. I don't know if they consider this a 2-piece because the glass comes up. It might be neither here nor there at this point. Oh, I guess he does have it marked. So the lid's off this sucker. It says this fuse right here, 15 amp. That's pretty handy. So that one there, 15 amp. And that is fuse number 26 according to this, and it says here, let's just make sure everything lines up, number 26 left part 15 amp. Let's make sure it matches our diagram, and then we'll get a circuit breaker. Okay, it does match the diagram, fuse 26, 15 amp. There's that, the fuse is nuked. We're going to stick a circuit breaker in its place, and I'm only going to use a 10 amp. Let's see if it just blows immediately. It does not. That's handy. Not really. So we can see that one is lit up now. See some moisture in that light. If it doesn't blow a fuse, there's not much I can do. That one is working. We have the upper, the lower, and the outer. We have both plate lamps that are on. All right, and that's a 10 amp breaker in there. We're drawing about 2.32 amps currently. Get it? Wish it was blown right now. That'd be way easier. Wish we were drawing about 50 amps. Come on, just blow or something. Hoping there's something shorted right here. Huh, a lot of noise over there in that corner. That's interesting. I'm just hoping it was something simple like this. You know, I'm just thinking of like problem areas. You know, these are definitely problem areas. Flex joints. Okay, well, wishful thinking anyways, I guess. Get that rubber put back up on there. I hate to say it, folks, but at this point I have far surpassed the stupid point in time wasted. I've gone ahead, I just threw a current clamp on it so I could see if at any point when we were, you know, opening and closing tailgates and wiggling harnesses and tapping on lights and moving things, if there was ever even an iota of a glitch. And this thing holds steady at 2.5 amps all day long. I'm over an hour into it. I've wasted a ton of time. The problem is not present right now. I've wiggled, shaked, poked, you know, gone through all the harnesses that run from here to the back, the tail light connectors, reached down in the back of the headlight connectors. Yes, I know there's a bunch of bulbs out, but that's really not a concern at this point. I've gone ahead and even popped some of the plastic off the tailgate so I could see the harness coming up in there, opened and closed it. I've done everything I can possibly think of doing. I guess at this point all we can do is take it for a drive. I'm going to leave the amp meter hooked up to it here. Hopefully I've got enough cable I can run it inside. And that's it. If it doesn't blow, I'm sorry, man. I can't fix a ghost. I know there's a problem present. That's the sucky part. But unfortunately, unless I can duplicate it, there's there is not a whole lot I can do. Customers hate that answer. I hate giving that answer, but it's just a fact of life. We have the windows rolled up here. Whoa, covering me up. Not trying to sound cynical, folks, if that's the correct word. It's just, I know better than to take on intermittents, and I 99% of the time don't, because 99% of the time they're impossible to duplicate. But I've got us up here. We're drawing a steady 2.6 amps. That's, I guess, kind of irrelevant. We're going to drive it. The marker lights are on. Just turn them on and off here. Put this thing in neutral. So yeah, turning them on and off, I don't see any anomalies. So let's just go for a rip there, bud. The question may be like, what do I hope to learn from this? Is, well, we're just going to go around and we're going to whack some bumps and just normal driving to see if something changes. If it doesn't, then we just got to make the call. We did the best we could and we're moving on. Of course, they just paved this road, so we're gonna go, we'll go to the left here. We'll run her down the vibrators in the middle of the road. Getting nice and steady. I'll go for a bit of a drive and we'll see what we see. Just heading back to the shop. That thing's holding rock steady. I haven't gotten so much as a hiccup out of it. At this point, I just need to call it. I'm 2 hours deep and I've wasted most of my morning and I've got way too much going on. So that is marker lights off. Turn them back on here. You're gonna get a big spike of inrush current, so that's normal, but well, is what it is, I guess. That's pretty much all I can do, folks. I have gone through front to rear, vehicle on lift, pushed the harness, looked at it, tweaked it, just kind of see where it ran. I mean, nothing is jumping out to me. There's no rub spots. There's nothing that's obvious. All the way back to that left side tail light, looked at that, the harness going up to it. I mean, obviously it looks good and clean. I have looked at the harness going all the way into the license plate lights in the back, the best that I could, without, you know, breaking anything on the tailgate, trying to get that trim off, but nothing jumped out there. I did have the panel off it and was able to see the whole harness. I mean, everything's intact. There's no extra aftermarket garbage that I see, or, you know, extra screws running out touching the harness. And as far as going up to the front here, I pulled that left headlight back because we see that was full of moisture. Pulled that back, even though, you know, that amount of corrosion isn't going to cause, you know, a dead short like what we have. Harness, everything there looks intact. I don't see evidence of body work or body damage where stuff's been repaired. Like I say, I'm 2 hours into it. My parking lot's overflowing out into the street, so I've got to make the call to just quit while you're ahead. Yes, this fella has a problem. It's evident because the note he left, the stuff he's tried, but unfortunately, even like he says in his note, sometimes this thing takes a month. It only takes one little piece of wire, the size of your hair, sticking out of a harness somewheres, touching the ground to blow this fuse. I mean, other than just coming across it, it's going to take divine intervention to find it. And we didn't have that with us today. So we're going to take and move on. Unfortunately, you know, this is my fault. I know better as a shop owner than to take on intermittents. I never, ever take on intermittents. And this is why, because you're 2 hours wasted and you've got a whole bunch of stuff to do. So I'm going to get at it. You guys get at the comment section, the Insta, the Facebook. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.